So some of you guys may be wondering, how does a float look before the flowers get on? So right now, I'm gonna give you a little sneak behind the curtain to let you see exactly what that is. It's pretty cool, guys. It's like this spray foam. Come in, let's take a look. Right here does the trick. Hold on. It's pretty solid. The whole float gets covered in that right there. And that is how we stick the vials in to make them stay. So thought I'd give you guys a little sneak peek on what a float looks like before the flowers come on. And one of the things we do after the float gets foamed is we start to paint the float its respective colors. Now, what I mean by respective colors is whatever flower we tend that we want to put there, that is the color that we put the base of this float. As you can see, the green paint behind me symbolizing a type of green flower or a green base that we're gonna put right here. Typically for us, it's usually like moss or a Christmas tree. Yep, the Christmas tree you put at home, we cut that up into little pieces and we make that the base of our float. The reason why we do that is because when the float gets seen on camera and the camera shines down on the float, we want to make sure that they don't see any white spots behind the flowers. So it gives the illusion that there was flowers still there. So that is a little sneak peek. More to come. Guys, as you can see, we got some of the paint still on the float. Right here, that bamboo is not painted. That is actual bamboo, which looks amazing on our float. Typically, when we do gray paint, that usually means poppy seed or some type of form of gray seed to give it that color and that effect. And we kind of do something cool in how we mix the seeds to get different rock colors. So guys, stay tuned. We got more coming up. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the process so far. It is December 30th. Tomorrow's the 31st, which means it's judging time tomorrow. Yes, that means we get judged on the morning of the 31st before we go up to Pasadena. So right now, there's a bunch of volunteers inside working to get this float done. That's right, guys. We do an all-nighter the 30th into the 31st to make sure we put the finishing touches on this float. Let's come in, let's take a look. All right, we're inside the float building right now, and right behind me, you can see a bunch of different decorations going on. Over here, you see the bell that's actually covered in green mums, and also behind me, you see the mountain right here. Now, this mountain has 3 different kinds of browns on it, one being grounded up cinnamon. I know, right? The stuff you put in your coffee. We also got red millet, and we also got bird seed. So everything on the float has to be organic. It has to be natural in order to go on the float. More coming up. Let's check it out. All right, guys. So right now we are putting some of the flowers on the float. We saw earlier, I told you about the process when it comes to the different colors that need to come on the float. So remember I told you the green. We got Christmas tree there to cover the base. You can kind of see the contrast right there. And we put that, and then later on tonight, the roses will be putting through that right there to show that there is something behind the float. All right, guys, we have made it here to the Terminal Rose Parade here in Pasadena, California. And you've seen the process, you've seen what we've done. This is the finished result. We're here and we're at the bunching area where we get all the floats together to get ready to go down the parade route. We get awards that will get announced to us around 6 o'clock in the morning. It took us about 5 hours to get here. I know it takes a long time, but look at what we've created and we've got it here on time. And that's the main thing that needs to happen. So I want to give you guys another sneak behind the curtain. Inside this area, you see they cut out viewpoints. So they cut out viewpoints, and a person who sits in here is called the observer, and he tells the driver where to go, left, right, stop, or anything. Let's take a look inside. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the float building process, and we had a great, amazing journey from the beginning to the end. Is the float comes back after the parade, and we start selling the roses off the float as an added fundraiser. Now, I don't know if any other float company does this, but it's something that we do to help fundraise for next year's float. We sell any and everything pretty much off the float that we can. So I hope you guys enjoyed the float building process and everything with the decoration. If you have any questions, feel free to message me right here on YouTube and like and subscribe. I've been CJ the host. Thank you very much. Peace.
CJ the host. Follow CJ the host. Watch and follow CJ the host on Instagram.